Aloha everyone, welcome back. This is Betsy here, and I thought on this video we would do another vision quest, another guided journey to our soul to have another conversation with our spirit guides. This is part of the series that I've begun recently that has to do with things that are coming up for me personally, coming into month number 6 of isolation here on Maui. I know most places around the world have been open and people have resumed some sort of normalcy in their lives. But that's not the same for me and my friends in the state of Hawaii. We are still on a travel ban, and most businesses are still closed. Retail businesses, restaurants, activities, excursions, everything is closed. And we are also still not allowed to gather in groups of more than 10. So I am still spending a lot of time on my own, which is a good thing. I have grown throughout this whole experience, and really I have no complaints. I've been very well supported throughout the entire weird period of time, but there are some things that have come up, and there are some things that I'm looking at right now, and I'm grateful for that. It's not always comfortable, but it is always something that I am happy with the outcomes. It's, for me, it's a little bit more like doing shadow work. So I've been delving into some areas within myself that I'm not especially comfortable with. And a lot of that has to do with self-image, what I think of myself, how I think about myself, and the way that I treat myself because of those thoughts and beliefs. So this episode goes along with that. We have looked at frustration, and we have looked at finding inner peace. I don't know if you've had a chance to check out the meditation about frustration. That was really helpful for me. I just re-listened to it again earlier today, and it was actually very helpful because I had been feeling stuck, and the guides were very clear about how unstuck I really am and what the truth is about the journey that I've made so far. So what I would like to do on this video is go a little bit deeper again, since I have shifted perception about frustration and stuckness. I recognize what was underneath that is that I am going to be asking how I can love myself better. Yeah. Oh, that thing. Oh, that little thing. Yeah, I think there's always room to explore loving ourselves. I'm not sure about you, but when I was very young in my family, I did not hear a lot of messages about how lovable that I was. And so I have grown up not thinking that I was the most lovable person out there. And because I don't travel the same path as the average American, the average American that looks like me anyway, fair skin, light eyes, light hair, because I don't travel that typical path, a lot of folks that I know shy away from this kind of stuff, and so it's been a little more challenging with older friendships that I've had as I grow more and more into the magic side that I adore of my life. It has not been the easiest transition for some of those friendships, and as you well know, if you're a magic sort, that a lot of us tend to be fairly independent, Many of us are loners. I know I am. I'm a loner, even though I would love to have a large social network. It's maybe not been my reality up to this point. Now, there's always anything can happen tomorrow. But up to this point, I've been pretty much like the Hermit card in the Tarot. So, I am going to be grounding and centering and saying our clearing prayer as normal, and then I will be asking the guides to give me some insight on how to love myself more, better, whatever that looks like. Anyway, I hope you'll come along for the journey, and I am going to be channeling. My eyes will be closed, so you are welcome to lay down, to put some earbuds on and get comfortable if you like, to just chill. And we will, of course, begin this process with some deep breaths to get into our heart space and to start relaxing and winding down. So go ahead and close your eyes, and let's take some nice deep breaths to start. And squirm around, find that comfortable nest, whatever position you might be in. And with eyes closed, let's just take a nice deep breath in. And again. Tuning into that heart space now. Our fourth chakra, that beautiful green glow that lets us know we have arrived to our heart, to our center of love. And we feel ourselves start to slow down as we focus on that love. And with that love, we now become aware of the sensation of our energy coursing through our bodies. Whatever that feels like for you, a buzzing, an electric current, water rushing through, maybe your hands and feet tingle. Whatever that feels like, let's take a nice deep breath and just tune in. Very nice. And now we will prepare to begin our ceremony, grounding to Mother Earth. And when I tell you to, we're going to gather up all that energy within us and push that through the soles of our feet down to the core of the earth, to call to Mother Nature to come and join with us. So gather that energy up now. Prepare to send that through your feet. Let's take a nice deep breath in and out, sending that energy down deep, deep to the core of the earth, the very center of the earth. Mother Earth hears our call. Gaia, Mother Nature, our beautiful mother, she hears our call and sends her unconditional love up through the soles of our feet, up through our legs to our knees, and now up higher to our hips, fills our bellies and our lungs as it rises to our shoulders and comes down our arms, past our elbows and wrists to our fingertips, up through our throat and our neck to the top of our head. And let's do that again. Nice deep breath in and out. Again, sending our energy to the core of the earth. Mother Earth again responds, sending her unconditional love up through the soles of our feet, past our ankles, up our legs to our knees, on higher up to our hips, fills our bellies, past our diaphragm, fills our lungs all the way to our shoulders and down our arms, past our elbows to our fingertips, fills our throat to the top of our head and our faces, and now we feel a continuous, unbroken connection to Mother Earth. We breathe in Gaia, she breathes in us. So we turn our attention to Father Sky, and we're going to prepare to do the same thing. We will gather up our energy and send that out through our crown chakra at the top of our head and call to Father Sky. Nice deep breath in and out. Father Sky hears our call, sends down his wisdom and patience to the top of our head and our neck, to our shoulders, down our arms, past our elbows to our fingertips, on down our spine, fills our lungs, down to our tailbone and hips, down our legs, past our knees to our ankles and the tips of our toes. Let's do that again with a nice deep breath in and out. Sending our energy again up to Father Sky, who responds by sending his wisdom and patience down to the top of our head, through our neck, to our shoulders, and down our arms, past our elbows to our fingertips, down our spine to our tailbone and hips, down our legs now, past our knees to our ankles and the tips of our toes. And now we feel that continuous, unbroken connection to Father Sky. We breathe him in, and he breathes us in. And we now are with the Father and the Mother as they greet each other. This sacred unity, the loving, perfect balance of earth and sky meets within us, the beloveds united with us in this shared time. We feel a sense of peace and stillness, and all of eternity stretches out before us and around us. We are completely surrounded, engulfed, and suspended in the all that is of the eternity of the cosmos, of our being, and of all the souls that we have ever known, our families, our clans, and our tribes, all the different types of beings that we have partnered with throughout eternity. We are aware that we exist in multiple places and times, that our lives overlap and coincide, And this lifetime is merely but one perfect expression of the perfection of the eternal unity that we know as our true identity. The Mother and the Father stay with us as we ask now our question: how can I love myself better? How can I love myself more? How do I see myself as lovable and eternal, while here in this 3D human world? How can I love myself better? Drifting in this space with the question that stretches out before us, we find ourselves now floating in the cosmos, stars and planets all around us. You notice the Milky Way stretches across the sky, and as you observe this stillness, you are aware that there is a perfect balance within our cosmos, and yet there are many that are able to see the failings in the stars. Because the atmosphere does not support the human, it is lacking. There is no gravity, and we just float pointlessly and endlessly. The stars that appear so beautiful from a distance diminish as we approach them, their surfaces streaked and pockmarked and imperfect, and we find disappointment. As we start to look at things more closely, we start to pick apart the wonder that we saw in the beginning from a distance as the observer. Now, as we come closer as the experiencer, we are able to detect all the seeming flaws. We hear a laughter in the distance. It seems as if there is a joker in the sky, laughing. What are they laughing about? Are they laughing at us? They are laughing because we are seeking the imperfections. We are making judgments. We are criticizing. We are so critical. And all these things that we detect, all these imperfections and mistakes, are merely illusion. The laughter continues because we have fallen for that illusion. We start to pull back to a distance, and we begin to see the sky as a whole once again. Beautiful. And we are awestruck at the vastness of this sky. And that joker says, remember, you too are a star that came from the sky, and you too are equally vast and full of awe in your majesty and your perfection. You have chosen to stride on earth for your own particular reasons and lessons, the life that you have designed, and we laugh at that life for you. And we ask you to join with us now in laughing. You don't know why, but you feel it. The laugh coming up deep from inside you. You realize the joke, the illusion of imperfection that has been placed upon you, by you, and for you. Yes, we can see it. We can laugh about it from this perspective. I ask my guide, this joker of the cosmos, the joker in the sky, please show me how to find this humor when I look at my body, when I experience my personality that brings me so much sorrow and grief and shame. How do I find my way back to that laughter when I am feeling very, very human? That is what I seek today. Return, join us, spend time with us. We will be with you at the mini mart. We will be with you at the gas station. We will be with you with all those little teeny trials and tribulations, and we will be laughing. We will be laughing for you. And we will be hoping that someday you will join us in that laughter. We have no magic answer for you today, but we remind you that it is a magical play. The world is a stage. We laugh at that hairball that you successfully coughed up. And we hope that you will not erase and dump this video because of it. We encourage you to go with it, to begin to experience the magic at the most inconvenient times when you are being drawn to the 3D the hardest. We encourage you to find the magic, to ask to be shown the magic in that moment of frustration, in that moment of anger, in that moment of vengeance, and in that moment when you have been done to unjustly. We ask you to come back to us. Come back to us and find us laughing, because we will be laughing for you, and eventually we will be laughing with you. And on that, we say good night. We love you and we wish you our very, very best. You are doing magnificently. Keep it up. Continue on. And even if it feels like a rickety cart going down a pothole-riddled road, hang on and keep going. And we love you, we support you, and we laugh for you and with you. Aho. As we have come back now very quickly back to our bodies, we are aware of what it is that supports this body. We feel that supportive structure beneath us as we feel our hands and our feet, and we move our fingers and we move our toes. And stretch and wiggle and prepare to come back and open our eyes. Woof. Wowie. Well, that was interesting. I will look forward to listening to this video back. I guess I should say watching this video back or listening to this meditation back to see what I can get from it. I don't know if I got what I was looking for from it. I don't know that yet. It seems like for me, the guides were asking me to stretch a little bit and definitely to trust. So I would really be interested in hearing any comments that you would be willing to share about this video, because this was really interesting. Since this is very personal for me, I feel like it's going to take me a little time to process it. But I would love to hear your thoughts and your experiences and what you've gleaned from it, because you may have a message I need to hear. As always, please give us a thumbs up if you found any value in this video, and feel free to share this with anyone that you feel like might be interested, even if it's just for a good laugh. I'm okay with that. So, until we see you again, a hui ho.